get him down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop. On 2nd and 9. Wilson. Coleman has it here right side. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in a victory over Arizona.
That's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They go play action with Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, on his corner, the Hurricanes to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 12. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So they'll come out back to the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out the backfield to the right. But after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to run and picked up big yardage.
Being chased out left. That's caught by his big tight end.
Oh, that's a bad read, too, though.
He's inside the 40.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down carry by Jones. And tough throw. Maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. These two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the 6'5" tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
This pass has been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field trace has to be sharp. And he will take it for a Dolphins touchdown. Ronald Jones, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Taking over for their next possession as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball. And this is where blitz coming down.
There you go, Dylan.
Wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Here's Wilson to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogba, he's the culprit. And that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And Bojorquez on the punt as he gets it away. And certainly not the greatest.
Damn, that's crazy though.
Inside the 40-yard line.
Sanders, also in the Royal Rumble match. Tomorrow night in St. Louis. Won the Rumble a decade ago. 2012 would go on and made it that WrestleMania with the World Championship.
Line of scrimmage at 37 on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself in the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And Sanders, no interest. And happy birthday! Happy birthday!
This out quickly to Williams. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On screen and in the ring and everything like that. But all the years of driving, staying the same, really playing. Those types of relationships really turns out to be the absolute one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Tua. A check down here to Jones.
It's crazy how these are.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
You want to.
you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
More interstate highway miles with 5 feet than Verizon. T-Mobile, America's largest, fastest, most reliable 5G network.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Damn, I should have slammed it, bro.
The Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So, Lewis, it's something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done, Jerry.
Out of lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Now Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Try once again. All the evidence. This job is not for the faint of heart.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They dial up the court, hits that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
I'm on conservative.
It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say
This game is so bad, bro. This game is so bad.
Jalen Waddle with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next score, Dolphins 14, Jets 0. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On first down, Wilson steps away to his left. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action. Now Wilson. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Wilson.
Nope.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy quarterback. Tua now on first down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. The 24-yard line.
Wilson escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We hit halftime, as we do all season. We'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Brings up 4th down.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got his man, it's Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it will come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Tua.
You put a linebacker on him? That's crazy.
A big play there for the Dolphins.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is the spot of the football. This is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
He messed up, dog.
Touchdown Dolphins. Mike Gesicki as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get this to Coleman. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. Just going to run it here up the middle.
Holding again.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got his man.
That's crazy.
And all the way down to the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team.
That's crazy.
Feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
It's a cover 6 here.
Second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 49.
to celebrate. I got you.
Situation of football in your head because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the face a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it and they're back in this game.
It seems more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Trying again after the pick six. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's a hit inside the 20. And for a Miami touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
I want to stop this.
Here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try to put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. On first down.
Oh, pick it off, bro.
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's second and 10. To throw is Wilson. Past the 15-yard line. Thanks to that last play, a little bit of room to operate. First and 10 at the 18. They go play action now. Wilson.
Nope.
Looking for a basket. It's intercepted. Picked up by Williams. And he's going to get this all back to the 20. That's going to be when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's going to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Out of the shotgun is Jones.
And we got a first. Seriously?
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Again, it's Jones. Shifts by him. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start?
No, bro.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
It's a score, Dolphins 48, Jets 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, he'll drop this down to Coleman. And brought down, but not before reaching.
Wow. It's crazy.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully.
There we
The
go.
penalty is a result of that hit there.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
That's crazy, guy.
Possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
31 the lights. What we got? What we got?
They'll go again to Jones. Fighting through. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 52 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side.
Oh, you gotta get out, bro.
Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen
was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On 2nd and 12, Tua. It's complete to Fuller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Tua. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Tua's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
57 somebody, 57. You ain't going nowhere.
After the penalty, it's Jones. A little juke. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
At the 26-yard line.
She's back at the soup store.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought in the field goal team here on first down from the right hash. And this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage is solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trailed in as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. Race no trap.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He's able to get it to Coleman. There he goes, right side.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. This is the reads. It's crazy.
Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. One read, if you don't know, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Gets by him at the 25. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And it carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. So, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hey, 4 down. 31's the mic. Come up the ball.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 37. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he's able to break out a one.
Bro, this is the type of stuff I'm talking about right here, man.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Center's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it negative, positive play?
There you go.
Oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did, particularly on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong.